You wouldn't think much of it at first. Just a small spot, hidden out of view, no alarm sounded, no urgent warnings were given, but hour by hour it grew into something far more sinister. By the time anyone finally noticed, it had already taken root, bringing agony and infection that no one could reverse. All because the people trusted to care were too busy or simply didn't care enough to see what was happening right under their noses. It's hard to believe how something that starts so small can end in tragedy. In one Chicago nursing home, an 88-year-old man entered the facility with an existing pressure sore that needed careful attention. Even though the staff knew about it, they failed to treat it correctly, letting it grow larger and more severe. In less than 3 months, he developed 3 additional bed sores, including one on his hip. These new wounds, along with the worsening original sore, became infected. This terrible neglect led to repeated hospital stays and months of painful treatments, showing how basic failures in care can cause immense suffering and lasting harm when the very people entrusted to help simply look the other way. What happened to him is far from rare. Each year in the United States, about 2.5 million patients develop pressure ulcers, often in facilities that promise attentive care. It doesn't take much time for a bed sore to begin its silent assault. In as little as 2 hours, healthy skin can start to break down if a resident isn't repositioned. Imagine visiting your loved one after lunch and thinking everything seems fine, only to discover that by evening, preventable damage has already begun. These wounds are not just a burden on the healthcare system, though they cost roughly $11 billion each year. They are a theft of dignity. They turn something as basic as lying in bed into a source of fear. And when staff fail to act, the consequences can be deadly. You don't have to be a medical expert to spot the warning signs if you know what to look for. Sometimes it's a small patch of skin that looks red, purple, or unusually shiny. It might feel warm or softer than the surrounding skin. As the damage grows, the area can break open, revealing deeper tissue or bone. There may be swelling or fluid seeping from the wound, along with a foul smell that signals infection. These symptoms are never just cosmetic. They are your cue to act quickly before the damage grows worse. If you've discovered these signs on someone you love, you're not alone in feeling outrage and sorrow, but you are not powerless. You have the right to ask questions and demand answers. Filing a nursing home bed sores lawsuit is often the only way to uncover the truth and make sure the facility is held accountable. It's not just about compensation, it's about protecting other residents and honoring your loved one's worth. That's why talking to a nursing home bed sore attorney can be such a turning point. An experienced professional knows how to collect records, consult medical experts, and build a case that reveals exactly where the system failed. At Rosenfeld Injury Lawyers, we understand how betrayal like this leaves a lasting wound of its own. Our team of nursing home bed sore attorneys has stood beside many families determined to pursue justice when no one else would listen. We're here to help you find the truth, protect your rights, and secure the compensation your family deserves. Because no one should ever have to wonder whether a loved one's suffering could have been prevented with a little care and compassion. Call 888-424-5757 today for a free and confidential consultation. Visit rosenfeldinjurylaw.com for more information and let your voice be heard.